All right. So what we got here? Joe Budden responds to Drake dragging him into Kendrick Lamar lawsuit over biting boy. So if y'all don't remember, shout out to Chigs. I went over his video of him, of Drake adding Joe Budden in his lawsuit, saying that he knew that Kendrick Lamar was botting, like that was going to do anything, because once again, in Taylor freestyle, in the worst diss song of all time, that Taylor Swift freestyle that he was, mocking Tupac in that AI voice and using AI for Snoop trying to diss Kendrick Lamar in the worst diss song of hip hop history. In that song, he was trying to discredit Joe Budden as if what he says on his podcast is the truth. So he was trying to take away from Joe Budden in that freestyle. But now all of a sudden, he's trying to give Joe Budden credit in the lawsuit. This goofy right here, but I swear, man, Drake is the biggest freaking goofy of all time. So now Joe Budden has responded to him being in the lawsuit versus Kendrick Lamar and UMG. So let's get it, shouted.
People lie for engagement. People make up things for engagement. Everybody wants to go.
You scared me. You scared me. Give me 1 second. Boy, she scared the hell out of me.
Viral and nothing is real. Now, a couple days ago, Drake and his legal team amended their complaint to include more details. More specifically, Drake and his team added Joe Budden confirming that Kendrick Lamar used bots to defeat him in a battle. If you guys missed that video, please make sure you guys go check it out here. Now, I'm not even sure the reason why you would want to include something Joe said on his podcast, because if you guys actually listen to the Joe Budden podcast, 80% of what they say on that podcast is just jokes and theories. It's just a bunch of people sitting around and giving their thoughts and opinions on certain topics. But I guess they're trying to lean on Joe's credibility as a rapper and also somebody who has a lot of industry connections. Joe does speak with label owners, a lot of tech people, but it's difficult to decipher when Joe is being serious on the podcast and when he's just lying or joking around. Well, today on the Joe Budden podcast, episode 818, Joe addressed Drake putting his name in the amended lawsuit and said, "Brother, I was just yapping. I have zero inside information on anybody botting." Here's what Joe said.
Did see they quoted Joe. Us.
Really?
No,
By the JBP.
No, they quoted Joe Budden. They quoted Joe Budden.
Do you happen to know what that quote was?
JAB. From the JBP, though.
JAB.
With all of us. That was the episode all of us was in, y'all.
Oh, so now we're all your Cody's in this one too?
But
Cody's in this one too. It was mostly in regards to the Super Bowl performance, right? The amendments?
No, not all of it. They a lot of they took out some of the botting stuff, like the claim of botting,
because everyone's doing that.
Yeah. The part that really stands out to me, and I'm just curious. So they used Joe's quote of
admitting,
I know Kendrick used bots, right? This is where it gets tricky, because if you're using this and you're saying that was a factual statement that he made on the show, so are you saying everything on the show is a factual statement?
It's not,
right?
No, but because you yourself on Tailor-Made, as Pac says, talk about him like a young girls. I heard it.
Yep, I just said that, right? On Tailor-Made, on that Taylor Swift freestyle, right? Tailor-Made. He used Tupac voice to he used Tupac voice using AI to throw shots at Joe Budden to make it seem like anything that Joe Budden says has any credibility, right? But now all of a sudden he wants to give him credit. So that's what Drake is the biggest dummy. Drake and his team are so stupid.
On the Joe Budden podcast, it's got to be true, and that's your whole claim is, hey, what was said, I mean, these claims about me are not true. So if you get what I'm saying,
can have it both ways is what you're saying.
Yeah, like I read that and I'm like, well, dog, is what's said true or not?
Drake, I hate to refer to the tag you, but I was just talking. Hey, I was just talking shit, big dog. I'm just getting some engagement going. Hey, not nobody on Universal done text me, called me, paid me. They didn't give me the scoop. I was up here running my mouth.
Man, they got,
it ain't no deeper than that, Drake.
All the reaction videos, tweets, like they have all of this shit.
I'm with you. I think that bots was in play, but for me to say that factually, sorry, buddy. But subpoena me. Shit.
I think bots have been in play.
I love nothing more than to come up to court. show my face, see what's going on.
And that shit on.
Hey, what?
In that case, though?
And have the scoop first. It'll be me and Meg Cutliff, whatever her name is. Me and my girl. Let me take a stand. See what up.
Sure, they act the ass on that stand.
Oh, man. And then UMG replied and said, hey, discovery works both ways, so be careful. Drake's lawyers replied and said, nigga, shut the fuck up.
Suck my dick.
Yeah, we don't give a fuck what you talking about. Juicy.
Tyree.
I was just going to say, I'm so over this shit, bro.
Do I think he's going to win? I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think he is, but what do I know? There's rumors going around about settlements and
like if he settles, he wins. Not necessarily crazy as hell. If they get a nigga some money in a settlement, he wins.
What did he win? What's some money?
Money.
Or yeah,
That's what he doing now. He's suing him for money.
My goal could be to get out of this
I
shit.
think the money's the secondary thing.
My independence. That could be my goal.
Yeah.
I'm not
And
disagreeing.
if I negotiate that using all of this, then yeah, he wins. It ain't necessarily got to be the money. It could be I want to get the fuck away from y'all.
Whatever. I don't know what his
my
objective
status
is.
of who I am.
I don't know what his end game is. His
The
end
number
game,
floating at the settlement number that's floating around is 200 to 250.
Million, right?
and I think he turned it down, right?
I don't know. We just speculated. I don't know shit. I don't know nothing. Yo, do not listen to me as it pertains to any of this lawsuit shit. I just think it's fun to fucking kick the shit about.
You end up in there.
If he ends up in there, he can say refer to the tag in the front.
Yeah, but let me say it on the stand. Subpoena me.
That nigga Joe, I don't know how you
Put
do
that shit on.
It's like wear that Balenciaga.
Yo, put that.
Pull up,
If
drive
you
that
subpoena
shit.
me, I will tell you what I know.
Put that. I mean, you gotta have a. Don't go. Don't go buy no shirt, yo.
Yeah, well, yeah.
I don't know.
Group outing.
Joe got to do that shit on his
That
own.
collar gotta stand up like this.
Yeah, like a stiff joint.
What?
You just
Put
starts on that shit.
Put that shit on.
Now, I believe Joe knows a little bit more than the average person about the Budden situation, but if Joe is willing to be subpoenaed, which means you cannot commit perjury, if I'm Drake's lawyers, I'm not too sure if I would still include Joe Budden as a source. Now, it also wasn't just Joe Budden that was included in this amended lawsuit. Drake and his legal team also included reactors like entertainmnet, No Life Shack, DJ Academics, Dante, and John Denton, claiming that they all confirmed that UMG did not make efforts to copyright strike or otherwise demonetize their videos about the recording in the initial days following its release. So once again, you're referencing content from content creators who sometimes troll in their videos, and you're referencing them as credible sources. Besides Academics, the rest of these guys participate in clip farming. That means saying something for engagements to go viral. Now, that's not to say Drake is going to lose this court case. It just makes it harder when you keep referencing content creators online as your sources, because most of these guys lie for entertainment. And you would think that with Drake being online chronically, he would know some of this. But let's all sit back and see how things progress. You guys get in the comments.
Boy, I swear, this dude got to be the biggest goof of all time, man. Like, for him to credit bloggers and reactors as if it's the truth, gotta be the dumbest thing. Like, that is going to be your source? Us? We going to be your source? We just over here speculating. We just over here just making content. Like, everything that I say is just, in my opinion, allegedly. Nothing that I say is factual. I'm just giving my opinion as a law-abiding citizen in this free world. It's not a free world, but freedom of speech. That's all I'm giving. All right, this is my opinion, and what I'm saying is not factual. I'm just voicing my opinion, and nothing I say is verified. I'm just here giving my opinion on what I see, what's going on in the current state of hip hop. All right, so to Drake to cite people that make reaction videos is instead of getting the hardcore facts, instead of actually getting hardcore facts from people in the industry or some other way, to cite YouTubers is desperate and dumb as hell. So y'all leave a comment down below. Y'all let me know what y'all think about Joe Budden responding back to Drake, putting him in the lawsuit. But as you heard, Joe Budden, he said, "Hey, subpoena me. I want the exclusive information. So yeah, hey, subpoena me. I'll come and testify. I'll come and let y'all know." But I think Joe Budden just want to do that so he can get the scoop, so he can come back to the internet and say, "Hey, this is what's going down with the Drake and UMG lawsuit." So y'all leave a comment down below, man. It's your boy DMD signing out. Peace.